Have you been wondering what's really going on in the Toronto real estate market? True, we've had a market correction over the past year because of the rapidly rising interest rates, but it seems like lately that the market has been defying gravity despite the ongoing higher interest rate environment. Hi and welcome. I'm Arlene.monzar, a dedicated realtor in the Toronto market with over a decade of experience in the field. In this video, I'll be addressing that burning question that I encounter pretty much everywhere that I go. Arlene, how's the real estate market? I'll also be examining key insights and review pricing, so not only can you determine your affordability within the City of Toronto, but also potential opportunities, whether you're a first-time home buyer, wanting to upsize or downsize your Toronto home, or you're looking to relocate to Toronto for the first time. I've got you covered. Together, we'll explore the latest sales statistics because the numbers don't lie, and armed with this knowledge, you'll be empowered to make informed decisions. I want to help you achieve the home of your dreams because my motto is, a happy home is a happy life. So let's dive in and unlock what is happening in the ever-evolving Toronto real estate market. Firstly, I want to mention that I'm discussing the City of Toronto transactions and not the GTA. Now, the City of Toronto market is defined by the Toronto Real Estate Board, also known as TREB, in this map here. The Toronto market is comprised of 3 districts: Toronto Central, Toronto West, and Toronto East. Now, within each of these districts are many sub-districts, and they're comprised of different neighborhoods. In this first graph, I'm comparing the total residential average price year over year in the City of Toronto. The latest average for the month of May, which is the orange or yellow bar, stood at 1.19 million. While this is down 3% from May in 2022, the gray bar, when the Bank of Canada was rapidly rising the overnight rate, you can see that it's actually 7% higher than in May of 2021, when the interest rates were at historical lows. So why is this happening? Interest rates influence home prices, and by all reasoning, with interest rates being the highest they have been in the past 22 years, why is the average price 7% higher than when interest rates were historically low? Here are my thoughts. One reason the housing market has rebounded so quickly is that a large portion of variable rate borrowers have yet to feel the full impact of those rising rates, because some banks are tacking the rise in payments onto the principal. Number 2, 38% of active mortgages were taken between January 2021 and June of 2022, when rates were at an all-time low. Fixed mortgages taken during this period are not up for renewal till 2026, 2027, so they're not subject to the current pain variable rate holders have been experiencing. And 3, longer amortizations are being offered by the banks to ease affordability. Now, according to TREB, the housing market continued to improve from a sales perspective in May 2023. Unfortunately, the supply of homes did not keep up with the demand for ownership housing. As you can see in this graph, inventory, which are the blue bars, is less than it was last May by about 17%, and sales transactions, which are the green bars, is steadily increasing as it typically does during the spring market period. However, this May, it's actually 22% higher than last May. Now you see the gap between inventory and sales? It's narrowing. That's indicating tighter market conditions, which supports the average price of 1.19 million and shows us how we get to being 7% higher than we were 2 years ago for the same month. So where is this demand for home ownership coming from? TREB says the buyers have acclimatized to higher rates. Higher rental rates are also compelling buyers into home ownership, and they also cite record population growth on the back of immigration. If you're finding the content in this video to be informative and helpful, I encourage you to show your support by liking the video and by subscribing to my channel. If we dive a bit deeper into the numbers, we can take a look at the SMLR Trend. This is the sales to new listing ratio. I use this percentage to guide client expectations. When it's above 60%, we're in a strong seller's market. That means shorter days on market, houses selling over the ask price, buyers in competition, and likely buyers having to go to bat several times before securing a home. It isn't until the SMLR Trend is below 40% that we're in that slow buyer's market. This is when we have a lot of homes on the market for sale. They're taking a long time to sell, or they're not selling at all. Homes are being deeply discounted, or they're being significantly negotiated on. We haven't seen this in the City of Toronto, and that's why the market has been supported at that 1.19 million price point. Last May, the sales to new listing ratio trend was 63.2%. This May, while the SMLR trend is rising to 49.4%, indicating balanced market conditions. So, while some homes are being negotiated on, others are selling in competition. If you would like a copy of these stats, please just click the link in the description below to my website, and there you'll find a quick form to fill out, and you'll be automatically emailed a PDF with all of these stats. It's my 2023 Real Estate Seller's Guide, How to Thrive in Today's Market, and it's got lots of free bonuses in the PDF, which I'm sure you'll appreciate. So, how far will your money take you in the City of Toronto? Here's a quick overview of benchmark pricing by property type. Now, benchmark pricing refers to the typical home with common attributes in a given area, including factors such as lot size, square footage, number of bedrooms, number of bathrooms. Just bear in mind that this pricing will vary by district and neighborhood, but gives you a general idea of costs in the City of Toronto. The benchmark pricing for a detached single-family home in the City of Toronto came in at $1.766 million, which is a 5.14% decrease from last May. A semi-detached family home came in at $1.356 million, which is 5.64% decrease from last year. A townhome came in at $896,000, which is a 9.93% decrease from last year. And the condo apartment came in at $758,000, which is a 7.25% decrease from last year. So, how does this all affect you? I won't know until I actually review your particular set of circumstances. And since we always start with the numbers in real estate, you'll have to get your pre-approval letter from your lender, whether that's a mortgage broker or the bank. And please bear in mind that the pre-qualification is not sufficient because you can't go negotiating on a house with merely a pre-qualification. If you're thinking that this is the year to make the move to the City of Toronto, whether you're that first-time home buyer, perhaps you're looking to upgrade to a larger property, or you're wishing to downsize to a condo, or you're relocating to Toronto for the first time, please feel free to reach out to me directly, and we can arrange a Zoom call to discuss your current situation. My contact information is in the description below. I look forward to hearing from you.